My dad, the most important person in the world to me, was dying of cancer. And I remember going to the hospital and seeing him so fragile and wrapping my arms around him to give a big hug. And I didn't even realize I said these words out loud. God, I wish it could be me instead. And my father pushed me away. And he yelled at me, don't you ever say that again. And he said to me, I want you to remember one thing, that you are the most important person in the world to you. Promise me. Okay, I promise. And I remember after burying my father, my new journey began with the words that he left me. I am the most important person in the world to me. And I started this journey to understand exactly what that meant. And it led me on a path of amazing awakening. And what I learned was, I learned that the mind is like a computer. It stores all these old, debilitating, and limiting beliefs. These programs that are self-sabotaging. And we can go in there, and just like a computer, we can go in and delete the old programs and install new ones. So I began to do this. And as I did, I just started spiraling upward, becoming lighter and lighter. And all these new abilities started coming to me. Abilities I didn't even realize or understand. And the next thing I knew, it was like one day there was this whoosh, and the burdens of the world, the density was, it felt like it was just lifted off my body. And I was free. I was truly happy. And it didn't matter whatever else was going on around me. I was happy inside. And I knew at this point I had to start sharing this. So I developed a program, 3 simple, easy steps on how to make this happen. And I started sharing it with some friends. And before I realized it, I was amazed and astonished at the changes that they were making in their lives. And their families started realizing it, and their friends. And then they were asking them, well, how are you doing it? What are you doing? And it was at that point that I knew I had to get this out on a bigger scale. So I'm going to share with you the program that I developed. And if you know anyone that's sad or hurting or feeling lonely or stuck or just wanting to make a change in their life and they just don't know how, share this with them. So the first step is the most important step. You need to make a conscious decision to change. So here's how I want you to do that. I want you to go to the comments below, and I want you to type in, I am the most important person in the world to me, and I love me. And then scream it from the rooftops. And I know for some of you this might be a little uncomfortable, but I know you can do it. And then I want you to go to the comments and start telling me your story. Would you like to change in your life? And the second step is becoming aware. Become aware of how you give away your power. And it's so much easier to look at others and how they give away their power than to look inside at us. So this is what I started to do. I went out and I started observing people. And I was in the store one day, and there was an older gentleman who picked up 2 electronic components, and he had them in his hands, and he had a friend with him. And he said to his friend, which one should I get? And his friend was like, I don't care. And he asked him again. But he said, well, which one do you think I'd like better? And his friend goes, that one. So he proceeds to put the other one down. And as he walks to the checkout counter, I hear him going, darn, I really wanted that one. And I went, oh my God, I do the same thing. Honey, which shirt looks better on me? The green or the red? The green. Darn, I really wanted to wear the red. I had an aha moment. And I started to write them down. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to go out and observe other people. See how they give away their power. Everybody gives away their power. And start observing it. Listen for the I don'ts. I can't. He makes me. She makes me. I'll never be able to. Observe of how many people value other people's opinions over their own, just like I did. And start having your own aha moments. And write a list. Keep all those aha moments in a list. Because you're going to use them for step 3. Meditate. Download my meditation. My program is designed specifically and totally around you. It has absolutely nothing to do with me or anyone else. It's all about you. And do it as many times as you choose. It's less than an hour. And after the first time you do it, you're going to feel a change, a shift, that you'll want to do it even more. Do it 3 times a week. That's less than 3 hours a week. You're worth it. And the more you do it, the greater the effect. The more proficient you become. And the deeper insights and healings. That's it. The 3 simple steps. That's all you need to do. And I am absolutely certain that if you follow these 3 simple steps, you will have a change, such an effect in your life. You will become happier, lighter, freer, blissful. And you can create whatever you choose. So I encourage you, come back to the comments and share your experiences. Because the more you share, the more people become aware of the techniques and how they give away their power and how they can claim it back. And by you sharing, we can make a global effect. And wouldn't that be nice? A planet filled of happy, blissful people. Heaven on earth. So I thank you for allowing me to share my story and my program. And I look forward and encourage you to share yours. And remember, above all, you are the most important person in the world to you. Remember it. Promise me. Blessings.